are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for running room. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Trying to establish the run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dante Moore. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving to his left. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
His This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Handoff from Alton. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the tight end. Rides to the back. Swamped immediately.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Looks it in. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Stewart. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Right side, it's Stewart. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Moore with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Baird. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Price. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Drives inside. Nice move there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Moore. He's got the tight end. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore will throw. Caught. Running through contact. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
On the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks! Special teams proving to be special. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Moulton. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Moulton. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Malton. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose yardage on 4th and 2.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Handoff for Malton. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Push is ahead. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage, and they can stop the clock with a timeout if they so choose. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making his first move. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Moore. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Moore to the air. Under pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Turns it upfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great
Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. And it's the Cavaliers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Right back to the well. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Phillips.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws to the tight end. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
How about that athleticism by the tight end? Stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
In the backfield, it's Johnson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
More play action. Here comes the heat. Got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving forward, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Phillips. He's past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Powers inside. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it. Turns upfield. To the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver of the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he'll bring it back. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. The throw. Comes down. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They give it back to him. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
First down for the offense.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's good enough for
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Price. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Going right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rid of it on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Phillips. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. The kick is on its way. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Price. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Davison. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.